Salut, c'est Marie de Just French It. Now, today we are going to talk about music. And I promise this time I won't sing. Or will I? Stay tuned to know. So, why music? Well, you know that to achieve some sort of fluency in French, and especially if you are learning French to communicate with others, you need to have some French culture references. Because French, as any other language really, is not a constructed language just made for communication. It is a living organism that is shaped by people, events, art, and that it is shared between a nation, right? Plus, listening to music is a good way to get your ears accustomed to the French sounds. So today I'm going to present to you a bunch of artists that you should check out if you want to learn and if you want to get into French music. And I've actually have 3 different groups, so we're going to do this over 3 different podcasts, over 3 different weeks. Of course, this is not a complete list, it's just to get you started. Speaking of started, if you want to take your French to the next level with me, click on the link in the description below the video. C'est parti! Now we are starting with the old school, the classics of French music. And you might recognize a few names. First one on the list is Georges Brassens. Georges Brassens was one of the best French poet-singers. His songs are really classic, and some of them, the appropriate ones anyway, because there are a few ones which are a bit edgy in the topic, are actually taught in school to French pupils. He was a true free-spirited man and an extraordinary thinker. If you like well-written, intelligent but funny text and simple acoustic music, you should check out Le Gorille or Les Amoureux des Bancs Publics. Which, by the way, all the names of the artists are on the blog post linked below, and I've also created a Spotify playlist with all of the songs that I am going to mention over this series of podcasts. Same thing, the link is on the blog. Jordison. Jordison is the American on the list. Jordison is one of those singer-songwriters that has a knack for hits, you know. And if there is one song that you should know of Jordison, it is his Aux Champs-Élysées. Classic. French people can sing it by heart, out loud, really, and sometimes a bit randomly. So be prepared to sing with them. Edith Piaf. Of course, no list of French singers would be complete without La Môme, Edith Piaf. If there is one singer who's known outside of France, it's her. And I'm sure you already know some of her most famous songs, so I added some extra, less-known titles, including one about a motorcycle, which is a bit a part of her usual style, I'd say. Non, je ne regrette rien, La vie en rose, L'homme à la moto, there is just so many songs of her that you might already know. Jacques Brel. Okay, Jacques Brel is actually Belgian. He's one of the most intense singers of its time. Really, I think the one adjective that can describe his style of singing is intensity. I don't know if you've seen videos of him singing Ne me quitte pas, but it's just heartbreaking. It's seriously... wow. Now, the texts that he sings are also, just all of them, are incredibly beautiful. So you should check out, if you like this style of singing, La chanson des vieux amants, which is one of my favorite. Quand on n'a que l'amour, another beautiful one. And Amsterdam. Yves Montand. Now, Yves Montand, his voice is really softer than Jacques Brel's, but he's an incredibly talented actor. He's more acting his text than he's singing, actually. In a way, a lot like Jacques Brel, but he's less of a singer than an actor, Yves Montand, anyway. And in fact, he actually was an actor too, so you might have seen him with Marilyn in some Hollywood movies. Now you should listen and give a listen to Les Feuilles Mortes, which is my favorite song of him, and À Bicyclette, a really, really classic song that most French people, I'd say about 60% of French people should know this one. Barbara. Now, Barbara is my favorite artist on this list. She mainly sings sad song with a piano, and her voice is just touching. It's touching. She can be strong. She can be soft. She's just a true lady, really. So check out Dis quand reviendras-tu, dis quand reviendras-tu. Une petite cantate and Ma plus belle histoire d'amour. She actually has a very good diction, a bit outdated, but a good diction. So if you want to sing along with Barbara, that might be really good for your French accent and pronunciation. Charles Aznavour. Charles Aznavour. Charles Aznavour is another French singer that was, I think, well known abroad. He actually died last year, and he left us with a huge load of songs, really. He's a staple of French music. So you should check out La Bohème, Emmenez-moi, and my favorite of him is Formi Formidable, because it's a bilingual song that is a play on word. It's very smart. Maurice Chevalier. Let's go back in time, the 20s to be exact. So Maurice Chevalier is probably one of the earliest French singer stars, if you will. He's actually a star of French musical, which is not a big thing. And he has a very particular diction that I really enjoy. It's up to you if you like it or not, but you can check out his timeless classic, Paris sera toujours Paris, Paris will always be Paris. Last one on the list is Dalida. Okay, we're jumping all over the place when it comes to time, really, but well. Dalida was actually an Italian singer who spent a bit of time in Egypt, if I'm not mistaken, and then she arrived in France, and she became one of the great French disco artists. And if that might be of interest of yours, actually, she sings in many different languages, so that's cool. So you should check out Mourir sur scène, Bambino, and Laissez-moi danser. I think she's the French diva. We don't have a lot of divas, but Dalida was a diva. There you go. Now you'll see more and more singers in the part 2 and 3 of this series on French music over next week and the week after. But for now, you can get your butt over to Spotify and give a listen to those songs. The link is on the blog, and the link to the blog post is in the description below the video. As for me, I'll see you tomorrow in your inbox. Bye bye.